बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बिश राहली सदरी वयस्सिरली अमरी वाहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. Assalamu alaikum. Today we will do a very small conceptual example 2.2, the velocity of different objects, from the book Physics for Scientists and Engineers with Modern Physics by Serway and Jewett, 10th edition. Consider the following one-dimensional motion. A ball thrown directly upward rises to a highest point and falls back into the thrower's hand. Are there any points in the motion of these objects in which the instantaneous velocity has the same value as the average velocity over the entire motion? If so, identify the points. The average velocity for the thrown ball is 0 because the ball returns to the starting point, therefore its displacement is 0. There is one point at which instantaneous velocity is 0 at the top of the motion. When you throw the ball upwards, the velocity decreases. At the highest point, the velocity is equal to 0. Then the ball changes direction and moves downward towards the ground such that the velocity keeps on increasing. The average velocity is 0 because you're right back where you started from. The total displacement is 0 and therefore average velocity is 0, whereas instantaneous velocity changes as you move upward and as you move downward. It is only equal to 0 at the top when the ball changes direction. Therefore, instantaneous velocity is equal to average velocity only when the ball is at the top and is changing direction. Consider the following one-dimensional motion. Point B. A car starts from rest and speeds up to 100 meters per second. Are there any points in the motion of these objects in which the instantaneous velocity has the same value as the average velocity over the entire motion? If so, identify the points. The car's average velocity cannot be evaluated unambiguously with the information given, but it must have some value between 0 and 100 meters per second. Because the car will have every instantaneous velocity between 0 and 100 meters per second, at some time during the interval there must be some instant at which the instantaneous velocity is equal to the average velocity over the entire motion. Since the car is moving from 0 meter per second to 100 meter per second, the instantaneous velocity will be continuous. There will be some point at which the average velocity is equal to the instantaneous velocity, since the average velocity lies somewhere between 0 meter per second and 100 meter per second. Consider the following one-dimensional motions. Point C. A spacecraft drifts to space at constant velocity. Are there any points in the motion of this object at which the instantaneous velocity has the same value as the average velocity over the entire motion? If so, identify the points. Because the spacecraft's instantaneous velocity is constant, its instantaneous velocity at any time and its average velocity over any time are the same. Since the velocity is constant, the instantaneous velocity at any time is equal to the average velocity. May Allah bless us all. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.